Welcome back to Strength Coaches Podcast, number one in the hearts, number one in the charts. Firstly, thank you very much for checking out episode number 101. I can't believe that we have done over 100 episodes of this podcast. We are now a true podcast here at Strength Culture. But firstly, I just wanted to say thank you. Like we never thought that the podcast would get to the size that it is, or sort of develop the community as it has. It's been awesome. It's opened so many doors for us, and it's just been really heartwarming to reflect back on. I wanted to say thank you for that. And then secondary to that is I wanted to just reach out and just put this offer in front of you. And that is that if you resonate with some of these ideas that we talk about and finding enjoyment with training and sort of like exploring new training modalities, but really like performance being the main driver of this whole vessel and always trying to push yourself and compete, and you want to like stoke those juices of competition as well. I honestly think that jumping on board with one of the coaches or signing up to the gym here is going to really help you with your health and fitness and your training. So many people in our community are pushing these big strength-based goals, but still exploring new and fun training modalities like running or the triathlons. And it's awesome to see, and it's awesome to see so many people invigorated by their training. And I just wanted to say, if you're out there and you're feeling maybe a little bit stale or burnt out, or like you're not really enjoying the process anymore, maybe changing things up and actually stepping into a coaching with one of the boys or jumping in at the gym here might be enough to really start to stoke that fire for you again and to get you moving. So I know that we talk about a bunch of different topics on the podcast, but I really just wanted to come back to that main point that training should be enjoyed, training should be fun. Performance is always the goal, strength and pushing strength, but also exploring these new training modalities and these fun things really just keep the ball rolling, because that is the most important thing long-term with your training. So if you're interested, you can simply DM your favorite coach on the potty, or you can jump through the first link in the bio. But we'd love to work with you if you're looking to explore some of those ideas for yourself and really push your training alongside some of these other fun, exciting hybrid styles that we've been talking about. So thank you very much. Thank you for supporting the podcast. Let's get into the episode.
I'm wearing pants. This is real.
Not real.
No nuts.
No nuts. No crotch today, dudes. Welcome back to Strength Cultures Podcast, number one in the hearts, number one in the charts. Episode 101, fellas. Well done. We made it.
Full circle.
We made it. Full circle moment.
Leap year.
Phase 4.
Phase 4. It's exciting.
Should we all clean shave?
No.
Nah, never doing that. Ever.
Never doing that.
I need to tidy my beard up, but I'm not
I've clean shave since I was in year 10. I don't reckon I'll ever clean shave in my life again.
No? Never.
Never.
Beard guy.
Yeah, even if I do go short, it'll just be like clipped.
Yeah.
I'll never clean. I don't want to get a razor and fucking...
When was the last time you were clean shaved, dudes?
I think it was during probably 2020. At one point, I shaved everything off, but then since then, I think it's been beard spec.
Yeah.
It's getting a bit homeless at the moment. I need to sort it out.
You look like in the photos from your run, you looked a bit dodgy. That's how I was saying.
Here's the thing. I don't perceive myself as a dodgy looking person. And then I see the photos, and then coupled with the fact that I was just yelling the whole mara, and I'm like, fuck, these poor people. Like, in the moment, I'm like, why are they looking at me? But I'm like, I look like this. I'm a nice guy, but I probably don't look the nicest.
What were you saying? I heard stories that you were literally
the
yelling.
same noises I make around lifting, I was
stories.
making mid-run. Just
I didn't see Didier until the end, like at the finish line, but I heard he was doing fuck shit.
The whole time.
Like what?
Just the same shit. The same shit.
Were you barking?
I was barking.
Like making noises.
Yeah, we got this. We're on just whatever. Because me and James Britton were together for most of it. I was like, oh yeah, we're on James. We're on pace, or like just come on, just whatever. Just the light.
The funny thing was, like the 10K distance, there's a lot of just like mums.
A lot of mums, yeah.
A lot of family, like And
it's not as serious as the longer stuff.
I don't know because
the
the elite people they start at the front, so they're actually at the start line when it goes off, and then there was 10,000 people to get through for the 10K. So you kind of just like me and Emil started 12 minutes after the start time.
Yeah,
wow.
And then your chip goes off when you
cross the line.
Yeah.
When you start past the start. So we were like, because there's so many people to get through. So the elite people are at the front that actually running because one of the girls ran in 32 minutes.
Yeah, I think
Whoa.
it's insane.
The
They
10K.
literally both the fastest men
one.
and women were basically twice as fast as
Yeah.
us. It's fucking insane.
Crazy.
Holy shit.
But then there's just a lot of families.
yeah.
And then Didier's just running, just screaming.
Grilling.
It was my moment. I just soaked it all up.
Did you have headphones in?
Headphone, the one.
Headphone.
Yeah.
Headphone.
Got a bit of music, just bit of being able to
Awareness.
engage with
Yeah.
your surroundings.
Just yell at people.
Just yell at people. That's
Oh,
it.
people.
That's
Yeah.
it.
So you guys were 2 seconds apart.
2 seconds.
Regrettably, yes. So I checked the thing. Your official time is 58:55 on the website. I'm
1 second earlier.
58:57. 2 seconds.
Mad.
Claim it. Claim the second.
Isn't that wild? After 10 kilometers, you didn't run together.
And it's funny because my whole thing was like, if I can stay at a similar pace to James and Charlie, I'll be happy. And we basically did. But you got 2
It's
seconds.
pretty crazy because 2 seconds is really not much at all because
Yeah.
especially like there was parts of the start where it's a lot of people going through very a road width length and you're trying to fucking dodge in and
There was a
out.
lot of
there was bits where you had to fully like
a lot of
come to a
lateral
stop.
movement at
Oh
the
really?
start.
Yeah, because just
Yeah.
like little bottlenecks.
I was
Yeah,
just
that'd be like
pushing in front of people. I was like fucking. Whoosh, whoosh.
It opened
you
up.
got to cut away.
It did
Some of
start
that
so-
basketball fucking
100%, man.
agility.
All that agility came out. No, you got to though, because otherwise you're there for the first K. Like I'm not getting anywhere if I don't. You have to just get in front of people. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so
Just-
it's like traffic. It's like you got to head. It's like motorbikes. They zoom through traffic. It was like that, just not as fast as
Bobbing
motorbike.
and weaving.
Bobbing and weaving. Yeah, it was really fun. Really
Way
fun.
worse than the triathlon. Well, it was way more people.
Yeah.
I think the triathlon. How many you reckon people did the triathlon? You reckon a few thousand?
No idea.
Like it was way less than the triathlon. Like
The triathlon's also in waves. So
yeah, and it was a bit more like there was a lot more space in the triathlon, whereas this was
There was
like
no
this was not any space.
the whole way? Or
I
did
don't know. It started to open up.
Yeah. The first like K to K and a half, it's pretty packed.
And then
but then
yeah.
the further you go, the more spread out it
Yeah.
gets. Yeah.
And would you do it again?
100%.
Yep.
I want to do the half next year, so that'll be good.
Yeah.
It was so fun. Very fun.
Charles?
it was really good. I think I'm doing a half on December 3rd.
Yeah.
Are you actually doing a half?
Yeah.
I'm doing with CJ. I said he said that I said it on the podcast last week. I have to do it. Well, last week or 2 weeks ago.
Man.
Have to, but I actually want to do it. I feel like it'll be good to do before Christmas.
Fucking right.
And it'll just with the triathlon, it'll be more zone 2.
What's the spacing from that to your try?
Ages.
10
So
days?
December 3rd to. No, when are we doing the sprint try? Are we still doing that?
Yeah, I guess so.
You're doing it in
So-
December, aren't you? Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna do a sprint try.
So there's 2. There's November 26th.
Yeah.
I can't do the December one.
Oh, okay.
The mic. Did I unplug?
Well, I guess we're doing the November one.
We have to do the November because I got Eric Prids.
Can't miss that.
True.
Can't miss that.
Priorities.
Yeah.
No, I got Eric. Yeah. So anyway, we'll be right. Zone 2.
Give me any excuse to pull out of the sprint try.
Well,
Just do the half instead. Just
The half.
do the half instead.
I don't care for it.
the
We've got the Olympic one at the start of next year. I just want to focus on lifting at the moment. I don't know. We can continue talking about the running, the half, but I don't know. I just want to.
well,
I'm
I'm prepared. I feel I did the 14K, and then over the next 5. When is it? 6 weeks? 5 weeks? 6 weeks? I'll just graduate. I'll probably just do 10, 12, 14, 16. Finish on 16 for the last long run, and then that'll be a week and a half, and then do the same thing.
And then smack it.
I might bring. I got to do my microcycle and work it out. I might do a third run with just a little bit more time at threshold, like some 3 1Ks or 4 1Ks, just a little bit,
A little faster.
just a bit more work at the threshold.
What's your current setup? One longer? Or they've both
just
been fairly long. haven't they?
Wednesday and Saturday.
Yeah.
Wednesday is like the long, slow one, and Saturday at Heavy Run Club is like the more
faster,
tempo-y, anywhere from 5 to 7
Yeah.
K, somewhere there. A bit more tempo-y.
And how many days are you lifting?
4 days. But now we've got to bring the swim in too. So
Swim.
I've got every excuse now to pull out of this fucking sprint try. I'm done with it.
the sprint.
I feel like Bouz
sprint
is
try.
not doing the sprint try.
I think you've just decided now.
Well, now it's a month forward now.
I'm happy to not do the sprint try. I'd rather do the half marathon.
All right,
than just
it's
do the
decided.
Olympic try because I want to swim.
Eric Prid's taking it
I
out.
want Eric Prids is fucking sorted.
What can you do?
Bouz is so happy now. Eric Prids sorted him out.
I'm not happy. I wanted to do it, but I'll still do it just without you.
You can do it without me.
Yeah,
You
we'll
don't
see
have
how we
to
go.
with me.
'Cause a few
I
of
just
the boys
can't
are
do it
gonna
because I got Eric Prids on the Friday. I won't be
Where's Eric Prids?
Rod Laver Arena.
Fucking oath.
Yeah.
Playing his classics?
I don't know. It's his Hollow show. So what you would know him for is not really what he plays, which is calling me.
All I know is call on me.
Which is what everyone knows him for. That
Correct.
He doesn't play that. That's not his actual.
Shame.
He's Pritter. So he's got his aliases Pritter and Cirrus D. And it'll be more that stuff.
Alias, are they like different styles
Pritter
from the
is
same person, or is
It's
it?
the same thing. Yeah, no, so Eric Prids would be that more like commercial vocal stuff that you would know every day, Call on Me, all that shit. And then Pridays is more like progressive. You might know like Opus. He had that album a few years ago that you would know. Opus.
Pajanu.
But yeah.
Oh,
Is that
Pajanu.
everyone knows
Pajanu.
Pajanu.
Yeah, I know
Pritter? Is that
Pajanu.
Pritter?
Yeah.
That's Pritter.
I think that's
Prids.
Pritter. Yeah.
And then it's Eric Prids. Yeah, no, it's Eric Prids.
There you go. Bugger.
So that would be all the stuff that would be on like the Ministry of Sound annuals and shit would be his Eric Prids stuff. And then Cirrus D is like techno.
It's harder.
It's a lot harder. So he'll blend in a bit of Pritter and Cirrus D. He's listened to a couple of his hollow sets from one from Creamfields. And I can't remember that one. It's good. Yeah.
Very
So
exploratory.
it's a hologram. So the holograms match the music. They like come out.
Bit of an experience.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Visual experience as
Real
well.
trippy.
Multi-dimensional.
Multi-dimensional.
Wow.
So, no, it'll be good. So, he's playing 3 shows, Friday, Saturday, Sunday in Melbourne. We're going to the Friday.
Yeah,
So,
lovely.
No sprint try.
No sprint try. Sprint try's off.
No sprint try. Well, no sprint try that weekend.
Yeah.
We could fit another one. I don't know when the other ones are.
Nah.
Or we just keep... the thing is,
I
like,
think Bouz is sold
I
on
think the
no
question
try.
is, do you want to
Sprint
swim
try-
or not? That's the
the
question.
sprint trial was just to...
Well,
be-
December 3rd, it's an extra like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
2-3 weeks.
Extra 3
I don't
weeks.
really want to do... The November one's in 5 weeks. I haven't
I'm not doing
swam.
5 weeks.
I haven't swam either.
Done.
Yeah.
Not doing it.
Yeah.
They're sold.
Just focus on lifting.
Lifting.
Lifting and running.
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 We're
Well,
it's still doing the training.
We're doing
still do the triathlon training.
for March.
It's just that the Olympic is in March.
Yeah.
Build up to it.
We don't, and I don't feel like the ideal is we'll do the sprint as like a tune-up or just another exposure experience. But if we're just training, we'll be fine.
That makes sense.
Just want time to lift.
Time to lift and swim.
The back-to-back pegs, the push-pull run were just like,
That's so. Everyone that asked me, so many people asked me like, "Are you doing push pull run?" I'm like, nah, for that, and it was for that reason. And I was just like, I just don't want to peak. I just don't want to be fucking anywhere near peaking because I wanted to go back from Europe, and I was like, I just want to train.
Yeah.
I don't wanna
And I
be
think this is something that you've also
And you're feeling it, so it's like you probably don't want to peak for a fucking long time
No.
after that.
Yeah, I was the same with me after Nationals.
like you just
I
can't.
was driving home after Nationals, and I was like, I'm still going to do the the Hobart comp, but I'm not like peaking for it. I just want to train into it.
also
like,
you are still competing at it.
I'm doing it as a qualifying meet, but it's not going to be like a peak. I'm just going to rock up, hit what I need to hit, and that's
Yeah.
it. Because my mind was like, all right, I did Nationals, that was good. Want to build. I'd rather have just time, like what's competing again in a small amount of time, and actually pushing it and peaking going to do for me. Like it's going to mean my training's less productive. I just rather just build. So yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's the week of training. The week of comp's never really productive. I know for me, the week after, if I actually push it, I'm probably not going to do much. So the first week back, you're productive, but it's just a re-intro week. So it ends up being like a month where you just lost a month of training, essentially, of like really productive training. Versus you just continue your blocks. You're not doing these intro weeks where you feel sore because you haven't trained properly for like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So
This is the first time in my trainings where I haven't really deloaded either, because I had a sort of a natural deload just from life stress. Training was a bit down that week. Last week, taper into the run. So it's like, I'm just fucking, like I was straight back into training yesterday, proper.
Yeah.
After the fucking.
yeah, so we ran the same time, but Charlie was prepared. I was prepared enough to do it, but my body copped it. I was not prepared enough to recover from. Like at the end, like Charlie's like, "Oh, I feel fine." Man, what are you talking about? I'm
Well, yeah, but
struggling
the
here.
first time I did 10K in March after the try, and the most I'd ever run was like 5.5 or 6.
Yeah.
I felt shit.
Yeah.
I felt shit. Since then I have done a few 10K lengths, and I've done the 14, and I've been doing those longer. So
Yeah,
I'm just a
yeah.
bit more acclimated to it, I think.
And it's like
felt
with
good.
anything, your body reacts to
Yeah.
what it's been exposed to. If you like, I've done maybe less than 10 plus 5 kilometer runs. I've only done an 8, and it was a little bit slower. So I was pushing it, which is
Yeah.
fine. Like that's what it was there for. But like it just goes to show, like even though we had the objectively like the same performance, whatever the fuck you call it, it's
Yeah.
like when you have had exposure to it, you take it in your stride and you're good. So yeah.
It's good. So I was actually ready, wanting to come and train yesterday.
Back into strength
upper
work.
body. I'll do lower body today.
Yeah, I did up. Yes, that was fine.
I got my 48-hour rule. It's my 48-hour rule is try and I try and tell this to as many clients as possible, or try and get them to implement it as much as possible. 48 hours between running and then lower body exposure. And if you hit that, you're pretty good.
Yeah. So today's lower.
Fatigue management.
Yeah, one of our big principles.
Stress management.
Consolidate the stresses. So yeah, what's training look like now, Charles? What are you going into?
Honestly, the crux of my training is the same. The ollie lifts, we're bringing those in a little bit, but again, nothing crazy. Just do them a little bit. Like today before squats, throw them in there. I'm actually training reverse grip bench press twice a week.
You are?
Twice a week.
I do it incline Monday, yesterday, incline bench first, then reverse grip bench press, and then reverse grip bench press on Thursday.
Why?
It feels nice.
Yeah?
Greg Knuckles
What,
spec.
what about it feels nice?
I don't get my pain.
Yeah.
And I actually, because I like benching, but I've hated benching because of the pain I get. And so now I found incline bench and reverse grip allow me to actually barbell bench without pain. So yesterday I did. Do
you get the same feeling that you're bench pressing, or do you feel?
Yeah, you do.
Do you feel like a little bit of a gimp because your hands are under the bar?
I reckon you feel more alpha.
Oh, really?
What weight do you hit? What weight do you hit?
I did yesterday. Well, I did 3x8 at 90 last week, and I did 2x4 at 100 yesterday, and then no, I just did 2x4 at 100.
And you're gonna max it next week,
and then 140 next week. No, I reckon you feel more alpha because everyone looks at you and they're like, and then they try it and they realize how hard it is, and then you feel like it because it took me about 3 weeks to get the feel of it. It felt weird at the start. Like 70 was like, I was doing sets of 10 at the start just to get reps in and start the pattern, but everyone was like, tries and they're like, oh, that's fucking weird. So you feel more alpha.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Greg Knuckles always talks about. I saw Eugene Teo doing it, and I was like, I'll give it a crack. Just fucking, I was sick of that because I do like barbell benching. I just like it. It's just easy. You throw slap weights and you fucking pump some reps out. And incline bench and reverse grip flat bench are good. I'm not getting my pain. That fucking shit, fucking neural crap that I get. And I feel like just loading up these tissues a bit differently, a little bit more ER position in that sort of lower protracted shoulder flexed position.
Here we go.
Your test dropped from that sentence.
Why?
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 I don't like to get lost in the weeds.
Huh?
Don't worry about it.
It went over your head. Gilchrist has got that one. Gilly's caught that one. All right, so reverse grip bench press.
Matt.
No, well, you asked me why. I said that lower position.
No, I like it. I'm all for
what did
it.
you say? Because it feels alpha. Because it feels bad. Like
it is alpha.
Just going to quickly take a break from the podcast here to let you know of the biggest offer that we've ever created here at Strength Culture, and that is the 8-week starter pack. This starter pack was built to get people introduced to what it is to become part of Strength Culture and to really start to begin to see how some small amounts of education, some technique help, some community can really push your training into positive areas. We're pretty confident that at the end of 8 weeks of being in the community here at Strength Culture, that you will have smoked every PR you've ever had, crushed all of your training goals, really started to implement nutritional changes and habits within your lifestyle, and it's all because you're just becoming part of a community that is already executing on those behaviors. So undertake a technique session and learn some fundamentals of lifting. Speak to Didier with a nutrition consult of how we can start to build and develop habits within your lifestyle around training and nutrition. You also get access to our programs through our training app for 8 weeks, and that is going to help you set some structure with your training. We'll help you modify the programs if you need to modify them, but set some structure within your training and actually start to develop the habit of progressing your training consistently. And then finally, you get 8 weeks at the gym here as a gym member. So you get access to the coaches on the floor. You can ask for technique help, nutrition questions, training questions, whatever it might be, but fundamentally you get to experience the community of what it is to be here at Strength Culture. So this entire package is only $199. It's over $500 worth of value for the 8 weeks, but it's only $199, $25 a week. You get everything that we've just talked about. I think it's a fantastic place to start if you're looking to push your training and take it to the next level. So please check that out. It is the second link down below. 8-week starter pack, $199. It's the best offer in town. Get on board if you're keen to take your training to the next level. Bouz, you are push, pull, run champion. Clap him up. Well done.
Yeah, thanks.
Invented the event just to take it out himself.
Yeah. We got it.
We got it.
Self-esteem.
We got the win.
We did it.
Well, yeah, he represented the
Self-esteem
team.
Fucking oath.
Huh?
Need self-esteem booster
What?
for him.
What? The
He boosted his self-esteem. Yeah.
fucking oath.
I'd say so.
Yeah, thanks.
King of the hill.
Sweet. Yeah, that was good. Good day. Good day. Fun day. How are you going to get into just training, though? Everything was centered around bench, deadlift, and then running. I'm like, oh, I don't want the calves to fucking blow up, so I didn't do high intensity. It was just like this weird holding pattern of training. And I'm like, oh, I want to cut. I want to do this. I want more time just spending, just trying to build up the foundational sort of just shit, really. Just running, bit more time with volume and just hypertrophy focused training. My squat, I just found I like neglected like certain things just with it. By looking at it as like, yeah, peak straight into another peak, and just like this fixation on like I needed PB, like I needed deadlift PB, I needed bench PB at the competition. Not so much for training, like it was productive training, like I felt really good within my sessions, but going into the peak, I was just like, yeah, all right. Well, the day itself, I was just like, I have to PB, and it just like detracted from it for me. Like I remember with the triathlon, did the triathlon, and I finished it, and I was like, that was sick. I really enjoyed the training for that. Not like I enjoyed the day, but I just found like the training for it and like that whole period, it sounds so cliche, but like the process, it was just so much more, I don't know, I got more joy from it. Yeah. Whereas the day of
The triathlon.
yeah, just from that, and I didn't feel that post push pull run, so I didn't end up PBing. I was just like,
You didn't PB anything.
I PB'd on my bench, equaled my run.
Yeah, that's impressive that you equaled.
That's
your
another-
Yeah, but
like-
you were 7 kilos heavier, weren't you, or something?
Yeah, I was a lot heavier.
It's relative.
Also,
PB.
I was out of action calf wise for a long time.
It was a relative PB.
It was a relative PB. Deadlift, I hit a PB in the prep, but missed 260. Like just I was just stuff like that. So it like came close, but it was just like some things, things. But I'm just looking forward to getting into just training, just like training. The fun stuff with the Olympic lifting. Gonna keep bench and squats in there. I'm still like undecided on deadlifts. I'll pull
Reverse
this
grip.
week, not reverse gripping.
Reverse gripping. Trust me,
No, I
trust
just think I need more time benching.
Trust me.
I'm just going to continue benching.
Donnie
Would you say trust me?
No, Donnie's not nodding at me. Donnie likes a reverse grip.
Yeah, just the externally rotated position to hit those lower clavicular fibers.
The protracted.
You asked me why.
retracted
No. That's not the reason why. The main reasons why is because of the fucking pain that I get.
Yeah. No, we definitely got that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely picked that up.
You fucking. I'm gonna fucking hit all you three.
So you got
He just dropped a C
He
bomb.
dropped a
Someone's
C.
gonna slap him.
Proximity balls. Just
If you try, I'll hit you today.
Oh, yeah.
Just if you try,
Try what?
slap me.
You dropped the C bomb. The
Yeah,
rules
we've
are
got
the
rules
rules.
around here, man. Respect the rules.
In my rules, I want to fucking hit you.
Aggro
Big
Charles
dog.
today.
There's a bit
big
of
dog got a bit of big bark. What is it?
Jeez.
The dog's got a bit of bark behind him.
He's got a bite.
Got a bite.
All right, boss man. Go on. Slap
Dog's
him.
lost in the
No, I'm not
weeds.
going to slap Charlie.
He's lost in the weeds.
No.
Yeah.
So you're going to do some squats. You're going to push squats.
Yeah, squat twice a week. Just rock high
What,
bar.
just high bar? Just
Yeah, just high bar.
Deep?
I don't know. I was just like, oh, I'll rock a belt. Just a belt. Now I'm like, nah.
No,
I'm
no,
just gonna
nose.
go-
The
Yeah,
no,
just
no,
no,
nose?
no, nose.
knee sleeves on or off?
Off. The knee sleeves was like a convenience thing.
No, no, no.
More than anything else. The knee sleeves, I'm just like,
started the trend.
no, you didn't.
I did.
I was doing this before.
Charlie's a big trend guy.
Trendsetter, mate.
And no,
Trendsetter.
if anything, I'm not. It's definitely not from you. It's from Clarence Kennedy more than
it's-
anything else. I
You
was
started
watching
the
his,
trend
like,
10 years ago.
50 yeah,
No,
yeah, and just like probably Will Rattel, all the people we've been looking at for like the last year.
it's me.
It was definitely.
I think it was Charles. I'm going to give it to Charles. Give Charlie his flowers.
It was the guy Hammer Raisers.
Char hammers.
Charlie's.
Yeah, actually, no, I did forget. You did create everything.
I created everything.
Yeah. So everything is from you.
I created Olympic lifting too.
Yeah, I got that from you too. I forgot what we were talking
You're gonna
about.
squat twice a week.
Yeah, we're gonna
No,
squat twice
sleeves
a
and a
week.
belt.
Yeah, we're gonna rock with that, and that's it. Dips and chins, keep that going. All the big and basic stuff. Keep
Are you gonna
rocking
cut?
that stuff? Yeah, gonna cut. Dropped a couple kilos already. I want to get down a fair bit, like a fair bit. I want to
Get
get to
lean.
like
Summer's coming.
I want to get to like low 90s. I reckon.
You got to fit in that tri swimsuit. What is it? Tri wetsuit. The
Yeah,
dolphin, the
wetsuit.
orca.
Orca.
Yeah, the Orca.
Are you renting one again, or do you have one now?
No, I'm going to rent it.
Right,
I'm just sticking to the pool, man. The ocean's a scary place.
The ocean is scary.
Fuck that.
You're in like this constant state of fight or flight. It's actually really scary.
I watched a video on Instagram the other day. These reels, and someone with a drone was filming just a person swimming. I don't know if it was CGI or not, but this person was swimming,
I'm already anxious.
and then this shark just comes in, it's just kicking it there, just sussing them out, and then it veers off.
It's like, yeah, it's just, you're just out. Like, here's fine. The bay's pretty safe, but you're in deep water. A stingray comes underneath you, see a shadow, you just like, and then you look up and you're fucking 200 meters from shore, and you're just like,
Man, they've spotted sharks at Chelsea.
yeah, there's definitely sharks out there. I don't know if I don't think like they're aggressive. Like,
They're probably not white points, isn't it?
they're not like they're probably not aggressive or anything. But it's just fucking scary. I'd like to do more of it, but it's scary going by yourself.
Yeah.
It is fucking. It's actually scary.
Maybe with the underhand grip, you might be alpha enough.
The barbell out there.
The shark will know that you bench underhand. He'll just leave you alone.
He'll know.
Go straight to Bouz. This beater guy over here.
Pecking order.
Yeah.
Reverse grip.
No. I don't think I'm going to get on the reverse grip train. I did one set with it when Aaron was here, but yeah.
I'm telling you, it took 3 weeks. 3 weeks to feel comfortable.
No. Do you reckon the neck pain is gone because you're just benching lighter?
Nah, because when I got back from Europe, even just doing like you know what else has helped it? The overhead squatting position, like, has felt whatever. I don't know what. It's just like opened me up a little bit more.
In the upper back.
Just some movement variability. Like, how often have you had your arms overhead in a loaded position, deep in a squat? Like, probably never.
Yeah. Do you struggle with that position generally? Like, is that
Nah, I reckon I was good. The first time I was doing it, I think it was just more of a motor control thing. Like, once I've now gotten into the position, I've sort of shown my brain it's okay in that. I can get there pretty comfortably.
Yeah.
It was funny. A few people, like even Jared Kay said, he goes, "Oh, you wouldn't be able to get in that position." I was like, "No, got this straight away."
Bam.
Take that.
I invented that position.
I invented that position.
I live there.
The deep squat. That's my position. Nah, I can get there. It's good. It's a nice position. Just to sit in. Actually, just to sit in. Like 40 kilos, you just sort of sit in there for 10, 15 seconds, and it feels nice.
Yeah.
It is quite nice.
Oh, ollie lifting. The ollie lifting arc is providing a few more.
Fucking oath.
Which one?
Overhead squat, just sitting in the bottom.
Oh, I can't say I've done it yet.
I haven't done it yet.
No, I've just
Feels
done
nice.
cleans.
So you're actually
last
doing
week.
snatches, Charles? You mucking around with some overhead squats?
I've been doing snatches.
I haven't seen.
Chris showed me I was doing them last week before we did Dingo. Chris showed me the little dip snatch. So you sit it sort of in your hip crease, and then knees forward, and you just from there sort of like power snatch. And he was like, just do that and just practice getting explosive, which was the same thing that Jack
Seems to be the common thread from all the
move
people
fast.
that have been helping us.
yeah.
Move the bar fast.
You guys are slugs.
Be explosive. Well, we were talking about with Jack Edwards last week. He's like, you get good at the speeds you train. A little burp there. You get good at the speeds you train at. For us,
Makes
it's
sense.
moving heavy shit very slowly.
Maybe Matt Watson's onto something, calling us slow.
Did he call us slow?
Yeah, he's called us
He
slow.
said Puffer
many
runs the
times.
slow Olympics.
Yeah.
There's heavy lifting and slow runners.
To which I say, how much do you bench, Matt?
I call Matt
With a
Watson. I
We're the strong
call him out
Olympics.
here.
You got to call him out?
Call him out. Come show us the slow Olympics.
Yeah, exactly.
Mr.
If you're so fast,
Plyometric.
mate, come on.
Mr. Plyometric. Look, to be fair, I do really like Matt Watson's stuff. So, but if he, get him out here.
How much do you bench,
How
Matt?
much do you bench and deadlift?
Yeah, not enough.
But what's wrong with being slow?
Exactly, yeah.
If you're lifting heavy shit and you're trying to lift heavy shit, like, you're going to be slow. But that's why we're doing a bit of the ollie lifting now, get a bit more explosive.
Can't deep tier a bench press.
It'll come. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Fucking deep tears. Deep tears.
Nah, I think we do need to get
Angus
some.
Bradley said something that I really liked. He said, if you're ollie lifting, you don't need deep tears.
Really?
That was his theory. He's like, you're getting your exposures.
Oh, throwing him under the bus.
You're
man,
getting-
that's fucking-
Angus just loves Angus loves sweeping sabres.
That's
I'm
what
not saying
Angus
he's
said.
wrong, but he
I
does
don't
love
know,
them.
man.
He's like, if you're doing your ollie lifts and you're getting down and you're catching in those deep positions, you don't need the deep tears.
But what about in a unilateral position? I'll do
Well,
it.
have you seen Will
I'll catch
Rattel?
it. I'll catch a clean in a split squat.
Have you
Yeah,
seen
you
Will
got to catch
Rattel?
just catch it as split.
He catches it in a split. He caught a snatch in a split.
He's
It
a
can be
monster.
done. It can be done.
There you go.
Charlie, you need to become the Australian Will Rattel.
Fucking hell. I don't. Well, what do you honestly? Because he's clean and jerked 195. So the clean's all right, but it's getting that above your head. How much do you actually think? Like, if I trained, would you be able to get 140 above your head?
I feel like you would.
You would. You've benched
Absolutely.
175, whatever.
Because I suppose with the jerk, you're not pressing. You sort of catch. You're dropping
using your legs and your
your
hips.
legs, hips to throw it up, and then dropping under in the split to catch
You
it.
still need the upper body strength to hold
it.
140, 150 over your head.
Yeah.
Like
You
that's-
push pressing?
I'm not doing any at the moment. I'll probably start to do some form if I take the jerking part seriously. I feel like you need to, but yeah, I'm just thinking like because the clean seems like it's all right. Like you get that up on your body, it's all right. Then getting that overhead, like 195 is a fucking lot of weight.
That's so much weight.
Overhead is the crazy part.
He's probably been doing. I don't know how long would he been on lifting for? Years.
I would imagine.
Probably
so.
learned when he was 15.
Played through high school,
Yeah.
Yeah.
college.
The American system definitely drives more of that style of lifting.
I like his outlook on the Ollie lifts because with the two trains of thought that like with power, it's like too technical. Don't need to teach shit. You can just throw something fast. Whereas his thing is like getting good at it and then like being able to accelerate the object and then catch it on your body. It's like from a coordinative standpoint as an athlete is a good thing.
Yeah.
But I think that thing was drilled in my head too much. It was, it's too technical. You can't let it too technical. It's like you just do it.
You just learn it.
You
Just
just
like
learn
everything else.
You just learn it. And then it's funny, all the guys like Angus and they're all for it. They fucking learn it. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think probably we were fed that from people that don't understand it.
Yeah.
Like I feel like anyone that hasn't actually gone through it would just come to that sort of
It's too technical.
opinion that it's too technical because
Whereas-
they've actually never learnt it.
Whereas the guys that obviously Jack, Angus and Chris have all been here in the gym the last couple of weeks have all been like, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But they've all said be more
But they
explosive.
definitely help it though. Like when they're willing to just break it down into its simple steps and not
Yeah.
overcomplicate it, you don't think that it's technical. Whereas if it's like, oh, all you got to do is do this, fucking jump, catch. Like it's like you're simplifying. When something's simplified, it doesn't seem as daunting anymore.
Yeah.
Whereas if you think it's this whole fucking thing, then you naturally are going to stray away from it. I think.
And then how do you learn something? By doing it as well. And this Angus was like, just accumulate 500 reps.
Yeah.
He's like, get your first 500 reps and then start worrying about like the more technical
Yeah.
side of
Makes
it.
sense.
I must admit, I've been enjoying it just from like just exploring it a bit. Just
Well,
like,
surely it would help you golf in some way, shape, or form.
yeah, it's just power.
Power.
Moving
Bit
things
more
quickly.
power.
Because you're a
Done
slug.
it.
You're
Yeah.
a slug.
A little slug. I am a slug.
Just a bunch of slugs.
Rotating
But
slug.
my body is bruised. Laura's like, what the hell's going on with your legs?
From
like,
your O-lifting.
Like absolutely like deep bruises.
You're anemic.
Am I?
Get out.
No, like deep bruising on my quads from
Are we,
like the
are we
bar.
hitting too low?
I think
It's
I'm
more
doing
hip
something
crease,
wrong.
yeah?
I don't know with the
I think I'm
cleans.
hitting low.
You're hitting low? I don't know.
I've got like I had like a barbell shaped bruise on my thigh.
I
Just a
feel like when
straight
you see
line.
like the elite guys, it's like around the
Yeah, maybe we need to bend our arms a little more.
maybe.
Yeah,
Like,
just a touch more so it hits higher in your leg.
not like
one
on
of the
your-
snatch, you're meant to have it above your
Yeah,
dick.
yeah.
Was the
Is clean the same?
I don't know with clean.
To find out if anyone's
Dirty
listening.
cleans.
No, I think well, I'm gonna keep playing around with it though. Absolutely. I want to
work
get
it
to
out.
140 clean because apparently that's the threshold of when people will be like, oh yeah, you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
So 140.
I reckon we've got to start working
Wouldn't
on
that-
like
we won't be
dropping
that-
low,
we're not that
not just
far
power, just fucking
Yeah, I'm
Get
trying
some-
to catch. I'm trying to catch all my full at
yeah.
the moment.
Deep.
If you want to move
Yeah.
some weight, yeah.
Deep tier.
Just till it's deep. Yeah,
Deep tier.
Deep tier deep tier ollie lifts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
got to get him deep tier.
Yeah.
Tier.
How many days a week are you-
A couple explode like deep tiers in the bottom. Easy.
Yeah.
How many days a week are you adding it into your little
4 days.
4 days you're doing the ollie
4
lifts.
days. Yeah, yeah.
Crazy.
I think there's 1 day is like a 3 position.
So you've actually got it programmed. You're like structured.
Yeah. I want to do it.
Yeah.
I want to do it. It's like 5 single. Like it ends up being there's one complex. It's like 5 by 1.
Yeah.
So I end up doing like 3 reps of each. 15 total reps. It's nothing.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty quick. 60 kilos I'm playing with. Like nothing heavy. No jerks or anything though. Just cleans the snatches.
Push press. Do some push presses.
I want to continue focusing on bench press. I'm just putting strict overhead press in there, dips and chins. Like my program's pretty like hard and heavy at the moment. I think I'm just going to start with this. I started getting sucked into like there's not enough time. there's too much shit I want to work on. I'm just like, I'll just start with this. I still want to focus on I still want to focus on SBD in some capacity. I still want to focus on my hypertrophy shit. I just think there's milestones that I want to hit in that stuff before really chasing 140. You know what I mean? I want to hit that 200 beltless, sleeveless high bar. Like I want to hit that. I need to hit a 150 bench. I need to PB my deadlift. Like they're just things that
you got to hit the 150 bench.
Have to hit them. They're just like my priorities right now.
Are you gonna? Because you're dropping about how many kilos of body weight you want to drop?
A bit. So I just need to keep benching.
The bench, yeah.
It's not the time to reduce benching.
It's going to take a hit. It's like I know
It'll take a hit.
Nah.
Yeah. Like
it won't.
Yeah. Well, honestly, technically, I feel like it's just by the end of the peak, it's like it started improving more and more.
Get your arch up.
So I've got a few kilos to go.
Pin press.
I think you know what I mean before it starts.
What did you miss on the day for your bench?
150.
You missed 150.
Did you go 145, 150, or 140? Okay.
145 flew.
Was it just strength?
Flew. I think it was just strength. Yeah. I felt that like upper back just lost position a bit, but yeah, the way 145 moved, 147 was definitely there.
Yeah.
Yeah, 150. I just got to keep benching.
It's a bit of a mental hurdle, the old 150. Do you have to bench 140?
I wouldn't know. For me, it's fucking 137 to me.
You got to bench 140. Dude.
Also, this is I do.
My mental hurdle is 177. I can't get there. Just can't.
Mental, physical, spiritual.
Right. Reverse grip will sort it.
It will.
Just reverse grip 150. Urge you.
No, if I reverse grip, if I can get good volume in with reverse grip and I feel good and I'm actually, there has to be fucking, it's just to keep training.
Yeah.
That's the
without
key.
being in fucking pain.
Train pain free.
And if I can get that up pretty strong, surely there's got to be fucking some carryover.
For sure. It's good enough for Greg Knuckles.
Yeah. You were saying something then, Dids?
I was going to say, with the whole bench situation, this is a bit of a after-the-fact push-for-run recap. But shouts out to my client, Matt Bailey, because in the prep, he benched 140 in the gym, which was a PB, and then he benched 147 on the day. It was fucking mad. He did I think it was like 130, 137, 142. Then we did a cheeky fourth attempt, 147. So I
love the cheeky fours at push-pull-run.
Love
Yeah,
fourth attempts. Jeremy got fourth attempt.
Yeah.
Like, did you get a fourth attempt?
It was a fourth attempt. It was a fourth, but I wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't going to count.
Emil had like
towards
6
the total.
attempts.
Emil had
on
like
deadlifts.
6
Yeah, the
attempts.
fourth attempts. Just so
Emil, what was Emil's story with the deads? What was he training at?
I think his heaviest single was like 200,
He said 200.
205.
He said like
somewhere
never
in
gone
there.
over 200.
Undershooting.
Yeah. Big,
And then he pulled what? 230.
240.
240.
Easy, apparently.
Crazy.
I'd have missed
Yeah,
it.
it was
but I
pretty-
heard it was
It
easy.
moved.
Was it 240 at the
I
end?
think it might have been
Yeah.
230.
I think it was 230.
I think it might be 230.
Because everyone was like, "Oh, do 500 pounds." Like, fuck no, just do 230.
He just kept going up
We're
and
going to
up
have a
and
storm
up
talking
and
to
up.
him.
No,
So now he knows.
I've been talking to him.
Now he
Undershooting.
knows.
It's all right.
And just smacked the 53-minute 10K on the weekend.
Yeah, he's killed his training.
He
the
passed me.
the last few blocks.
Did he pass you?
Yeah. He started before me.
Because I started with him. We
He-
started together.
He heard me before he saw me.
We were together for about a K, and then I was like,
I would love to hear your grunts at this event.
They were good. What was even better? though?
What was the frequency of the external yelling?
At least every K. Probably more than that. More than that.
Was
So-
it in the first 5Ks? Were they there?
Oh, 100%. 100%.
I reckon the demons come in early. For me, the demons come in at about the 3K mark.
The 3K mark was the 3 to 4K was the hardest for me. That was way harder than
That's
the
where
end.
I find, because that's when there was like, for me, there was a tiny bit of like, I'm not going to make the under hour at the 3-4K mark early.
Man, I was thinking I can't walk. I was like, I have to keep running. Like that's where I was at. I'm like, I need to run this whole thing. So I think what happened was my first K was like whatever. It was either my second or third K. I was running like 5:30, which for me is pretty fast. Like my goal was just to keep 6-minute Ks. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm turned to James like, we run that one pretty quick. So I like purposely slowed down a bit. And I started to feel it. I'm like, all right. So the next K was quite slow, and then a bit of a hill, and then the K after that, I felt fine. That was getting to like halfway.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's funny when you feel that fatigue and you're like, oh, fuck.
I knew, because I was just like, my plan the whole time was just 6-minute K. And I was hitting them, and I was like 5:58, 5:57. I was like, all right, I'm on here. And then we got to 6K, and I had been all under 6-minute Ks. And I was like, all right, there's no fucking excuses here. You're not gonna. And then the next two were actually quite fast. So I got to 2Ks out. I had 12 and a half minutes left to do 2Ks. I was like, easy, I'm
that was
done.
good.
And I had a bit in the tank. So, because my last K was the fastest. I did that at 5:27 or something.
Yeah.
And it was,
What was it like running into the MCG?
Amazing. I'll tell you what was even better. Just before the MCG, so you take like one of the last corners. There's probably like 2Ks to go at this point. There's this like Mexican band there, and Man, it was. I'm
Was it
getting
a DJ?
No. There might
Oh,
be a DJ.
they were busking.
They were busking.
Yeah, because I had my headphones. I saw them busking.
See, I
I
had
had
the
my headphones
headphone.
in.
I had one out. They were playing "Gotta Fly Now" from Rocky.
No
I
way.
swear to God, I nearly started crying. And then you can see on my Garmin, my speed went so much quicker. I ran past like 40 people. It was the biggest fucking G up ever. I just went fucking whoosh. I'm like, I'm on the pavement. Oh, this is so mad. I was picturing Rocky in my head. That was the coolest thing ever. And I'm like, I hope they're playing this for everyone. They better not change songs because everyone needs this experience as they turn
10
that
hours
corner.
of-
Fuck. It was so cool.
It's the whole thing just because you're running through like the first part of it's through the city, like Flinders Street, run past, and it's all blocked
Past the
off.
gallery,
So,
yeah.
past the gallery, down to fucking the
Under the
tan,
bridge there, yeah.
under the bridge, the tan, around the tan, past
Past the shrine, yeah.
So it's like real nice, scenic and shit. And then you've come through and you fucking start to 8Ks,
Go down Birrung Mart,
Yeah.
along the river.
and then you get the G, the bridge over, and then you start coming into
Was the G like filled? Not like was there a
There
lot
was
of people
people
in
there. It wasn't Phil, but
No,
there
it
was
wasn't
people in
No,
there.
not filled, but like was there a good amount of people?
It was
in there?
mostly level 1 where the finish line was. That sort of quarter of the ground where the finish line was. Yeah. It was good.
It's mad.
It was mad.
Fucking
Wilco did it in 3 hours and 40 minutes, the full marathon.
fucking
Oh, wow.
nice.
Yeah,
Shouts out.
big Wilco.
Well done.
He's
Who else ran it? Emil? What did he run the 10 in?
53. Smashed it.
James George?
James George ran it in 42 for the 10K, which was
Flying.
wild. Flying.
He's a bit of an athlete.
He's an athlete.
He's going to do a sub 90 half marathon.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Is he going to keep running with his lifting?
I
What's his
think
plan?
he's more keen to lift because he's just loving lifting. He's a bit newer to lifting, but I reckon he'll keep the running.
He said he came in last night. He wants to do a half marathon.
Yeah. But yeah, I think lifting's definitely the number one priority, but I think he'll keep running. I think he'll come down to Heavy Run Club. Yeah, he's a weapon. James Britton, who I ran with for like 7 of the Ks, he once we hit like the river.
Once you got the Mexican
see you
band, he
later.
took off a
See-
bit.
Oh, before
didn't
that, he had me, yeah. He was like 56. That was mad. Who else do we have? Michael Rakic did the half, and he did it in 2:10, which is crazy. I think he's like 1 year into running or something like that.
Which was his goal. Yeah, well, I think he started very similar time to when I started last year.
Fucking earth.
Ish, yeah.
And then Jez did the 10 as well. Kez did the 10. Caitlin and Aaron, I think, did the 5. And then Louis Mott did the. I think he was pretty quick.
Yeah, I didn't
It
realize
was
Louis
53
Mott
minutes or
was there.
something.
I saw a photo after.
I didn't even know Louis was doing it.
I found out a
What
push
did
the
he?
run. Yeah.
What distance did he do?
10.
10, you
10.
got like 50,
Yeah, fucking-
52, 53.
Didn't even tell us. Fucking dog.
Yeah.
There.
Louis Mott.
52, 53 around there.
Yeah,
Low
boy.
50s.
I thought I had a chance. She's like, oh yeah, I'm trying to get a bit under an hour. I'm like, oh yeah, Uzi together. Nah, he was a lot faster than us.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool how like we just started this little like hybrid trend couple. When did we first start talking about it?
It started
When you guys doing the try, probably.
the try. When I remember when I finished nationals and I was like, I want to do a try. I was like, because he wanted to do a try before COVID.
When was nationals?
Nationals December, but I started running about
The week
8 weeks.
before.
No, I
No.
started running about 8 weeks out because I was like, gonna wait till after nationals, and I was like, fuck it. Running once a week's not gonna fucking hurt.
Yeah.
And it didn't. So I started probably 8 weeks out. So I
you
would
came
have started.
second at
No,
nationals,
my
didn't you?
first.
Did you come second at nationals, man?
Yeah, I did. No, and I'm washed up now though.
Burnt out.
October. It's been a year
October.
because I went back.
So it's only been 12 months.
I got my Garmin in October, and I was probably running 2 weeks before that.
So in 12 months, we've started a run club, the HRC.
Heavy Run Club.
We've created a hybrid event,
Yep.
Push
We've
Full
run
Run.
2 events of 2
Yeah. 2 massive events.
and taken the team to the Melbourne Marathon.
And we've now got what? Like,
We've definitely transitioned this gym. That's for
like
sure.
how many people at total were at the marathon? Or the,
It'd be more than 10. More than
6
10.
of us did the 10, 7. Michael Rakic, Louis Mott,
Caitlin, Aaron,
Caitlin Aaron,
Kez.
Wilco, still a gym member.
10,
Throw him
11?
in there.
Claim it.
11. We'll call it 12. We've got a dozen at the
Playing
marathon.
Wilco. No one knows who Wilco is. They're like, who's Wilco? I'm like, he reckons he's coming in this Thursday.
He's the
morning.
number one. He's the longest serving gym member we
I said
have.
He's been.
Let's go.
He's got the
Wilco and Paul
what's it called?
Antoniadis.
The number one ticket holder.
Number one ticket holder. So in 12 months, we've done all of that, boys. This is mad.
Just the beginning.
And we're all still getting stronger.
That's it.
Yeah, that's the crux of it.
Still pushing strength training
Still
hard.
pushing strength training. Fucking oath.
Smacking PRs.
It's a lifelong journey. Training.
It is.
And I think the biggest thing is the enjoyment of just like exploring these new Yeah. Like even the ollie lifting, like it just gives you an opportunity to
more shit to do, and like even now with like a running event, you can throw one of those in once a year. If we're doing the try, or maybe we'll go back to do a powerlifting comp, or and it just gives you shit. But the best part is when you structure your program, well, you can have them all progressing at the same time.
Well, nothing leaves the program.
That's what I mean. Like at none of this point have we stopped
doing anything.
Lifting.
Yeah, I think we mentioned it in a podcast a couple of weeks ago, but I think when we say the pendulum has swung,
that's just a joke. Yeah,
it's a joke.
It's a dimmer switch.
It's I don't even know if it's like the dimmer switch is like gone that hard. You know what I mean?
A little bit, but it's a slight dip.
Like if you still look, I don't know if you still look at the program, man. You still look at the program, and it's like how much volume is distributed towards SBD and your bodybuilding volume in comparison to 2 runs and then maybe 5 singles of cleans,
like really,
and snatches a week. You know what I mean? It's the sprinkling.
It depends on the person and the goals and the need. So for me, and a lot of people who are new to running, you don't really need to run that much. I would love to be able to hit the half next year off 1 run a week. Like that's my goal. If I can do that, I'd be happy with that. Just because I don't want to have to adjust my amount of training. Like I could probably make a second one work, but whatever. But I think that's the main thing. It's just what do you need and how much time do you have in the week? Because if you have the goal of doing something exceptional, like running a marathon alongside lifting, all right, then it maybe is a different situation. But for most of us, it's not that hard to fit 2 runs into a week on top of.
Yeah. I think like most people, at a minimum, you see it's like, I just look at the training split. Like the people that spend the most time doing it, it's probably looking like 6 sessions a week. Most are on a still like 4 lift, 2 run, and then like a 3 lift plus 3 conditioning sort of thing. The only person I've ever had go or the pendulum swung that far are people that have done maras. And
the longer distance stuff.
The longer distance stuff where they know there's got to be an accumulation of volume over the course of the week. There's still like most of like my list of clients, like the bias is still very much towards like strength and body comp.
Most of the time spent doing that.
Yeah, 100%. Like call that a hybrid, whatever. Like it's just honestly, I think it's just training. The more I look at it now, it's just like training with a bit of extra running and a bit of extra conditioning, whatever it is. And when there is a peak towards something, that's all right. Maybe that bias shifts a bit more, but it's still so like I don't know. It's still just like everything is in the program. Pendulum never really fully swings to anything. You know what I mean? It's not like full O lifting. It's not full triathlon, full running. It's like at the end of the day, our bias is still strength, body comp.
The foundation of the program.
That is the foundation, 100%. Like I don't think variants of SBD will ever leave the program in any of our shit.
Never.
You know?
I don't imagine a world where I won't ever be lifting. Like I do. The long-term goal is I think it would be to tick off the marathon. That'd be like a bucket list to say you've done it and then throw your lifts in there as well and be like, you know. Yeah. But I do agree with Bouz. I was talking about with Dan Serlin because Dan Serlin's done a half marathon and he was like, if you actually do a full, he goes, I'd consider doing it with you just because it'd be good to have a training partner and shit. But you probably would, and I've already imagined this, that 6 months before, 4 months before, you probably would have to, maybe one lift does come out to replace a run. Like you probably I would probably say I'd want to be running 3 times a week, at least like it's a fucking long distance.
Yeah.
You want to have a big aerobic base. Yeah. But for a half, easy to a week. Easy.
Just get it done.
Easy. No, well, Michael Rakic he's been 12 months to a week.
What are you doing with Michael Rakic's program? Because I feel like he's been smacking a whole bunch of shit lately.
Nothing
like
crazy.
He did push pull run.
Yeah, he did. He did. The first push pull run.
Yeah.
But the running's nothing crazy. One long slow run and then a tempo run.
Yeah,
that's it.
Still smacking lifting.
Like I feel like it doesn't need to be. I look at running like the 3 things. You got your long slow run, you got your tempo run, and then like your threshold intervals. And because he's such a beginner, I feel like just the long slow with the tempo is more than enough to progress. And then he's lifting 4 days a week. Deadlifting, he's gone to conventionals, which he's really enjoying and liking. He's just pretty stock
What's
standard.
his next? Is he going to go back to powerlifting?
He's unsure. He wanted to, and now he's kind of like pretty happy with where his training's at, and he's enjoying just lifting 4 days a week. He's doing karate. He's back at karate next year, and then he just wants to keep running. He wants to do a full marathon.
Yeah.
So I think he honestly said he's enjoying the lifting weights more, not for powerlifting, and then he wants to do the full marathon. That's his main goal.
Powerlifting, like what are his main lifts?
Well, no, he's still
He's powerlifting without hitting. He's
without
powerlifting
doing
without
a
hitting a
comp.
comp. He
Yeah.
is powerlifting for all
the
intents and
yeah.
purposes.
He's strength training.
He
Yeah,
benches, he squats, he
Squat, bench,
deadlifts. He
dead.
does them heavy. Like
Just doesn't want to compete.
he doesn't want to do a comp. He doesn't want to
he's-
maybe peak for a comp. That's
Yeah.
really all that's missing
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
But if you look at his program as compared to one of our lifters who is doing a comp,
the
them
same.
9 months out from comp, they're
the
doing what
same
Michael
shit.
Rackage is doing. They're
It's
doing
the same
general
shit.
strength training,
It's
which
the
is what
same.
I'm doing right now.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
not competing
It's
anytime
the
soon.
same. He's just
It's
doing
general
2
strength
runs a week
Yeah.
to do a half marathon.
The only time I think, like, to play devil's advocate, if it would need to change, if someone does have a bit more of a limited time to train, and for them to get more than 3 or 4 sessions in a week becomes a challenge, then it might be like, all right, if you are going to do this longer run, maybe then you're only lifting 2 or 3 times a week. But
I'd tack on shit.
unless
in
that's
the
not the
sessions.
case, like,
I like if someone's got limited slots in a week, it's just do less accessories, go for a run.
well, yeah, for sure.
It ends up becoming like bare bones in that capacity. It's like you just have to be a bit more just cutthroat with what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like if
I'm going to do that.
Yeah, if it is like SBD and running, then it's like bare minimum bare minimum volume for maintenance of muscle mass.
One thing I've been doing is the 2 hard sets.
Yeah, it's
Just
mad.
making sure they're actually like properly hard.
It's better. I just think for so many people, it's just way better than fucking.
Yeah, I'm sold on it. Just like a couple warm up sets. My first set is like a proper like 8, and then the last set is like my second set is
you've
like
got 2 sets to give it.
yeah, exactly. I actually really enjoy that, and my sessions are way quicker.
Yeah.
Like yeah,
I find people with sometimes 3 sets. That first set ends. It's like a last warm up.
yeah, because it's like a 7 or a 6 or a 7 RPE. Yeah,
Exactly. And then the like load selection is almost out of like energy conservation that it is.
to save it for the harder set. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like fuck that. Maybe just hit a 9 on your first and then back off. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I
Yeah.
just feel like that's even better. Or just like an 8-9, or just too hard.
Yeah, I've been doing
Too
like an 8-9.
hard.
Just
Yeah.
but really like pushing that first set.
Yeah.
Like making the first set actually count, not just like a run up set.
Yeah.
I did it on the pendulums, my like feet up bench press. I even did it on my my like ab thing yesterday. I was like, I'm just gonna make these 2 sets like proper fucking sets. Yeah.
It's funny because often you'll drop the amount of sets due to they're busy at the moment, struggling to get the amount of work in that they need to get. Maybe we're peaking for a comp and then we want to overall less training, blah, blah, blah. And then you realize, we can probably just stay with this moving forward. Like time frees up, but it's fine. Just
Yeah,
the 2
yeah,
hard
yeah.
sets.
A lot
And
of-
I think just from like a sustainability standpoint, for so many people, I think just opening the program, looking at it, I've only got 2 hard sets. I can easily get through 4 to 5 accessories or whatever it is.
I think it's a big mental change. Like it's a huge it's yeah. And you do that across 3 or 4 exercises, and all of a sudden it's like, all right, that was actually
Legit intent driven fucking workout.
yeah. How much time
you
is
do
just
8 hard
wasted?
sets and cover 4 different movements, like
Yeah.
versus I can't. I'm skipping things. I'm half-assing things just to make sure I get everything in. Like it's efficient.
sure.
It's efficient.
And then even for like if you're gonna look at like a concurrent training program where you are trying to include jumps, where you've got a main lift in squat, bench, or dead. You do have your traditional hypertrophy movements, but then also you look at like the person that is running. So there is a degree of like lower limb resilience, or they're an athlete. So you want to make sure it's not just all like this heavy extension based, like locked core position shit. Yeah, like you are training core. There's a lot. There are a lot of exercises.
There's a lot of boxes to tick.
There are a lot of boxes to tick. So 2 sets is a necessity. It is a necessity. Super sets, tri sets, giant sets, stuff like that are all like massive staples in my programs. But you'll see like you might have like the C complex, C1, 2, 3, 4. It might be like a row, so that's like a heavy movement, and then like a calf raise, a core exercise, and something else.
Bicep
you know
or
what I
something.
mean? Like it's shit that you can roll through. Yeah, exactly.
Like
Like
the
bicep or lat raise.
lower systemic stress stuff like calf raises, core work, you can add with the bigger stuff.
And you know that with a rest of 0 to 60 seconds, like you're probably not going to be affecting the subsequent set.
Your calf races aren't being affected by the rows that you did before or the abs that you just fucking smash it.
Exactly. And even if they are, even if you're not like
Perfectly
optimizing
recovered, yeah.
quality of fucking output, or even like getting that absolute load, you're missing out on a kilo or extra rep or whatever else. Like, who cares? I'd rather someone just hit their calves and groins
and actually get them in. Yeah,
than actually get it in
skipping
and miss
them
it
every
all
second
together.
week. Or
Yeah, even if it means a lesser rest period, that's fine with me. So I think 2 sets is, from a few points, is the
ticks
shit.
a lot of boxes.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and I think it ticks that main box, which is that intensity is really the driver of, like, you've got to have that covered first before you begin to discuss like volume increases.
I'll be doing it because when's the half? December 3rd. I would definitely be doing that for like squats, 2 hard sets today, and then tagging on probably on a Friday, tag on a run on a treadmill after deadlifting.
Yeah, you just signed up at
Derrimut.
When do they open?
So did Donny next Monday.
Crazy.
Next Monday.
Yeah, we've got an army going there.
An army.
Me, Donny. I'm trying to get this guy to.
He's leading the charge.
Mate, it's basically free. It's basically free. 13 months, $278.
$4 a week.
They may
I'm
as well not
losing
even
money
charge
by not
me.
signing up.
They may as well not even charge us.
$4 a week.
It worked out to $4 a week for the 13 months. So
That is wild.
I was literally like, if I go there once a week, that's because a casual is usually $10-15. That's ticks the box.
Get like once a fortnight. It's
It's
still
a-
justified.
Yeah,
once a month.
honestly,
Like,
whenever
whatever
we
you
say
call
that,
it. Like
2 a month is worth.
It is free.
It's
100%.
free.
It is
Basically.
free.
actually free.
It's a free gym.
I would. I just CBF from Chelsea. That's the only
a
thing.
free
And I've got a
gym.
Good Life membership.
You got a good life membership. That's
So
fair.
I'm like, I just got the only reason I got a Good Life is because it's a
Close
5-minute
to
drive from home.
So a couple of things that I want. Well, the big ticker was that I can go to Frankston
It's
as
got
well.
a cold plunge and a basketball court.
It's got a basketball court, rock climbing. I wanted
Rock
to.
climbing?
I've always wanted to.
Man, they've got
you got
Actually,
climbing.
rock climbing.
But this place is fucked.
They've decked it out. I've always wanted a sauna. That's been the big one for me. They've got a sauna because
They got a food court.
they got food court.
Food court.
They got Louis Vuitton. They got
Gucci.
Hoyt Cinema. Bowling. It's basically chat
Bro,
stuff.
they got an escape room.
Legoland, everything. They got rock climbing, half basketball, like a smoothie bar. It's decked out. There's 7 pec decks. We counted on the thing. I was like, why do you need 7 pec decks?
Are they the same brand or different?
Same, just 7 pec
So
decks.
is it all life
I didn't
fitness
know it
in
had
there?
fucking a rock
There's a
climbing.
bit of hammer strength.
I think
can't
it's
tell.
mostly hammer strength.
Hammer strength. Yeah, okay.
The big draw card was
7
was
pec
you can use all the facilities. So the Frankston's near my house, which is also handy. But the sauna, I wanted a sauna. I just like a sauna. Nice.
And the plunge pool. Are you going to get in the ice bath?
I'll give it a spin once. Man, Donny will do it. He likes an ice plunge. Yeah, I'll give it a spin once. See, if I like it, I'll keep doing it. If not, got the ocean options. Anyway, it's basically free, so it doesn't matter. It's basically free.
Wild.
It was good.
And
You'll come do a casual.
Oh, 100%.
Every so often.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did just want another facility to train, and another one was cardio equipment, just for, like I said, if I want to on a Friday, just do my session and then like 15, 20 minutes on the treadie, fucking do some 1K intervals, bang it out.
Treadmill's
Done.
mad.
I can just get it done. It just makes it a lot easier. And then even in winter, like if it's pissing down with rain, it's just easy to.
Get you slipped in.
Anyway, it's just another option, and it's basically free, so it's good.
What's that? It's basically free.
It's basically free.
That's wild.
What's happened to all the other mega gyms in that area?
Apparently, I don't know how true this is.
Exodus.
Muscle City has taken
Bro,
a
there's
30% hit.
in that area. There's Muscle City. It's close to Training Day Clayton.
Yeah.
There's
30% hit.
Muscle City Bentley East as well.
Yeah.
True.
There's
another training day opening as well.
I got
It's already
told,
open.
I got
Scoresby,
told
yeah.
this.
Yeah.
I got told I don't know. Someone told me this. I won't say who told me, but that apparently there was Muscle City and Derrimut had a bit of an agreement. They'll stay out of each other's areas, but then apparently Muscle City went and opened up in North Clyde, which is near the Pakenham Derrimut.
Yeah, they do have one there. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the Derrimut guy said, "Fuck you, I'm opening up in Oakley," and he's opened up, and that's why he's opened this mega
That's
facility.
why he's gone big.
That's like the best
In
of the
between,
best.
he's
I'll
competitive.
tell you what,
shoes,
that
like-
guy does underhand bench press,
Yeah.
mate. That is an alpha.
Alpha move.
Alpha move.
That's
there.
like literally just pissing on someone's house. Staying like the dog, just pissing and just marking your territory. I'm gonna open this. The facility looks,
it's wild.
yeah, so and it's free. So I just can't
Imagine
get
if we
over.
promoted our own gym like we
It's-
promoted fucking Derrimut.
It's $278.
I'm pretty sure. Is this where James is going to put an ad in?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's just right here.
$278 is ridiculous. Obviously, look, there will be
What are you doing?
there will be downsides of it. I'm going to go into that now.
Let's list the cons.
There's going to be some cons. There will be some cons of
Here's
the
why you
place.
shouldn't sign up.
Let's go through it.
Cons, I think in peak time it's going to be
With
fucked.
every con that you provide of Derrimut, can you?
I'm going to give a pro of our gym.
pro of
Yeah,
our
I'm
gym.
gonna give a pro of our gym.
Let's go.
So one factor is that I still will train here a lot.
So if you train here, you
That's
get to
going to
train
be
with
like
Charlie.
Con or a pro?
No, this is, no, this is not.
Is that a
pro or
con of that? Us?
Yeah. So all right, we'll go through the cons first. The cons, yeah, there's a con that I'll still be here, unfortunately.
All right.
So con is that I think in peak times it's going to be
Ridiculous.
it's going to be a jungle.
And a pro for us?
A pro for us is that in peak times the community is small, it's tight knit, everyone knows each other. You got the coaches on the floor to help you.
Lovely.
Lovely.
Next.
A con will be
The plunge pool's going to be
There's
dirty.
no cons. There's no cons.
it's basically free. It's basically free. No, I think so.
So that's the con. The con is it's going to
The
be
con,
busy.
I think that
What
that-
about parking?
I don't know. So
I
we've
feel
got
like
plenty of parking
David's
here.
inventing
pro.
reasons. Oh, no parking.
I feel like, do we have a nice car park, Charles?
car park.
Yeah, we got
Very
a nice car park. Nice.
Look,
Will they have power bars?
No, so they're not
Powerlifting
gonna
equipment?
No, so they won't have that. So again, if you are, it's the beauty of being able to train here, and you're going to blend between there. Like I used to train at Hammer House as well back before COVID. I trained there for years, and I just for somewhere different. Con, yeah, no powerlifting equipment, so that's again a con.
Pro, they got 8 tech decks.
Seven,
We've got one.
7 pec
They've
decks.
got 7 pec decks. We've got 1, so that's a con. But I want to, yeah. Look, the beauty is it's basically free, so you can have a membership here. You can have a membership here and a Derrimut. You can have both.
We'll do a deal. If you get a membership here, we'll throw in a Derrimut membership.
Yeah, it's basically free, so we'll throw one in.
2 for 1.
Yeah, look, the cons are it's going to be
It's going to be busy.
it's going to be busy, and I think there'll be a lot because it is cheap. A lot of younger kids, which will be a downside. But again, we've
got some young kids.
This is a great wrap up of.
no. What I'm saying from my point of views, got this. We still got this. I've got here to train at as well,
And a free membership.
and a free membership there. So I don't know if I could do all my training at a place like that.
Yeah.
Well, it depends. I don't know. It hasn't even opened yet, so who knows? But I'm assuming it because it is cheap.
When
It's
it opens,
I
we
might
need to
quit
come
my
back
job
with
here.
some more cons.
going to be a zoo. It's going to be a zoo.
Yeah.
It surely will be a zoo.
I think it will.
I don't want to piss off the owner of Derrimut on here. It's going to be a zoo.
Well, I think Charlie's done a good
He's
job of
handing out free
pissing him off.
memberships, not
He
me.
only said positive things about it.
Yeah, that's true.
He's handing out free memberships.
So if you're looking for a membership at Derrimut, you can
Talk to Charlie.
Charlie is the
We'll sort you out.
We've got a Derrimut sales rep right
sales
here.
consultant, Charlie.
Yeah,
Can you do cleans and shit there?
I don't know.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, surely you can. I'm sure out of the rack. I don't.
Yeah.
Would I do them there? Maybe like some hang cleans. Maybe I'd probably
You're
prefer.
going to make a scene there.
I'd probably prefer to do my cleans here. Like here will be good. Yeah, I like here. It's our facility.
Nice. I'm glad.
You can yell at people.
It's good to have you back, Charles.
So unfortunately, I won't
Yell
be
at
leaving. Yell at. Nah, it's good. Like so now we're gonna
Mad. All right.
Fantastic.
Episode 101 done, boys. Well done. On to the next one. We'll see you next week for episode 102,
See you later.
and we'll see how the Derrimut first session goes for Charles.
I don't even know when I'll do my first session. It won't be before next Tuesday.
There you go.
So maybe at 103 we'll talk about it.
103. We'll
Stay tuned.
stay tuned for the inside scoop.
I wonder how many members they're going to have.
Thousands.
Heaps.
Thousands.
You didn't sign up purely because it was Oakley. They've got a thing because it's you can
I
cross
signed-
over.
I signed up one because it was free and because, you can use the
That's what I mean.
use
So
Frankston
the
as
people
well.
that would be signing up have not just gone to Oakley. So they would memberships.
Yeah, it's going to be a zoo.
That's right.
We'll go during the day, hopefully when it's quieter.
All right. Thank you very much. We'll see you next week. And that wraps up episode number 101 here at the podcast. Thank you very much for checking it out. Please help us grow the podcast by sharing it on social media or sharing it with somebody directly who may find it interesting and fun. That really helps us up and G's us up, but helps us out and G's us up, sorry. But again, I just wanted to speak about the two sort of coaching offers that we have running right now. Firstly, the 8-week starter pack, 8 weeks of gym membership, 8 weeks of training and programming on our app, a technique session in your onboarding, and a nutrition consult. Pretty much everything that we believe you need to actually start the process of really pushing your training to the next level, joining the community, getting to meet some people, and actually feeling and experiencing what that can do for your training and just your life and lifestyle as a whole. So that is $199. That is the second link down below. The first link down below is simply just our coaching service as a whole. If you get to the end of these podcasts and you enjoy the way we talk about sort of training and nutrition and what we're doing with our own training, it's a no-brainer that you would fit so well with one of the coaches here and to really start to shape your programming and your training experience in a productive way with the help of us. So if you're willing and ready to take that step and push your training to the next level, I think signing up with one of the boys here would be one of the best things that you can do for yourself. So if you're interested in that, you can simply DM one of the boys on Instagram, or the first link down below will take you to our coaching services page. You can fill out that form. I'll be in contact. We can have a chat and set you up with the best suited coach to get you started. So check those two things out. 8-week starter pack here at the gym or any of our coaching services. We'll be more than happy to help you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being part of this culture. We appreciate you. We'll see you next week.